Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How was your week? How was your Thanksgiving? Did you get to work? Hopefully you didn't. If you did, thank you. Thank you for being there for any of the animals who had emergencies on Thanksgiving Day. It is greatly appreciated. Sean had to work the day after Thanksgiving, and it was busy. So the day after Thanksgiving. But yes, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. But we did. Sorry. I cooked a little bit, not much. I made some meatballs in the crock pot. Did some 4 cheese ravioli. I made the cheese aspect for the ravioli part of it, so it was really good. But and we just hung out and chilled out, so which was much needed for Sean. So yes. All right. So last week we talked about herbs and spices. This week we're going to talk about dietary supplements, I should say. There are so many. I'm not going to get in specifics. I will talk about one specific one. Once tell the story, you'll understand why. It's the one that we know more about, or I know more about, I should say. Many years of taking it, doing research on it, and everything. So when I was 12, my mother was diagnosed with high blood pressure. And I was about to say high blood cancer now. When I was 12, she was diagnosed with high blood pressure. There was no rhyme or reason behind this. It doesn't run in her family. There wasn't things going on to cause her to stress so much to create high blood pressure. So a few years later, my mom ran into or worked with a lady at work that we became really good friends with. She, if you're into football at all, is Troy Polamalu's aunt. No, we never met him or anything like that. She's a Hawaiian lady. She is super nice. I mean, she's a very lovely person. But she had introduced Tahitian Noni juice to my mom, and she told her to take it. Well, where this came from was because she's from Hawaii. So Noni is a fruit that grows, a plant that grows a fruit called Noni. And growing up in Hawaii, they had these in their backyard and stuff. So any medical thing, they would go and get the Noni fruit from the plant in their backyard and use that to treat whatever. So her husband was diagnosed with breast cancer. So she was trying to get her family to send it, and they didn't. So she found this company that actually made it into like a juice form. And the company was called Morinda Incorporated. Interesting enough, the scientific name for the fruit is Morinda safola. So she, the plant grows on tropical islands. So like Hawaii, Tahiti, the Philippines, I think. And there might be one other island that it grows on, but definitely those three it grows. And so she found this company. And this company that makes it, she got it for her husband. It helped put him in remission. No, I'm not saying Noni juice cures cancer or anything. I'm just saying it was one of the things. He went into remission. And so my mom, who was taking, blood pressure medication at the time, she started drinking it. Well, her blood pressure got so low that it caused her to fall asleep at work, literally. So she stopped taking the blood pressure medication, and the Noni juice literally stabilized her blood pressure. So then, literally almost 12 years later, my mom's diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. One of her tumors they found was on her adrenal gland. And the gastroenterologist at the time had asked, the first thing he asked her was, when you were diagnosed with high blood pressure, did any of them check out your adrenal glands? Well, they hadn't. So one of the thought process is that my mom had started taking the Noni juice, even though her cancer was a slow growing cancer anyways. They're thinking my mom probably had the tumor at the time, which caused the high blood pressure. But when she started taking the Noni juice, because it actually has 4 cancer fighting agents in it, it caused it to slow down the growth process even more. Is the possibility. We're not saying that's what happened. We're saying it's the possibility of what happened or what could have happened. And so, because it's in the physician's desk reference, and when the case nurse looked it up, because my mom got a case nurse through her insurance company, and my mom was telling her about it because she had heard that it was in the physician's desk reference, and she looked it up and she read it. So basically what it does is it stops the oxygen that the cancer needs to grow. It stops it from going to the cancer cells to develop. And so she said to keep drinking it. My mom's oncologist said to keep drinking it. But so how does this help? I say all this in the sense of how does it help burnout? My point in all of this is the research. Do the research behind what you're taking, because the Noni juice, so there's many types of Noni juice. You can walk into a GNC store, a vitamin store, or whatever they call it, and you can see them there, and it's like freeze dried, and it says keep away. Some of them even say, not for children. Well, if it's all natural, how is it not for children, right? So it's with it freeze dried. When you freeze dry it, it takes the nutrients out of it, or at least most of the nutrients. And then you have to add water and break it in. You're not getting the nutrients you need. So this company, this is what the bottle looks like. This is the only one. So this company, what they do is they certify people in Tahiti, which actually, interesting enough, I will say, it did help bring Tahiti, it did help Tahiti become a rich country. So it helped bring them out of poverty. And they certify people in Tahiti to pick these fruits. So if you and I were to go on vacation to Tahiti and decided we wanted to pick these fruits and sell it to this company, they wouldn't buy it from us because we're not certified to do it. Like literally, they can track it back to the picker and where it was picked from each bottle. So they certify the people. Then in Tahiti, they break it down to a puree form, which still keeps its nutrients. So then once they break it down in a puree form, they put it on a ship and ship it over in the big barrels to LA. They pick it up in LA. The factory is in Utah. They take it to Utah, and there in Utah, they break down blueberries and grapes, like even utilize their skin of it. And they put 10% of blueberry juice and grape juice in with the Noni. They do that to help with the taste of it. And plus you get the nutrients from the grapes and blueberries as well as the Noni fruit. So, sorry, I say that. I feel like we have like at my parents' house, they have like a Noni fruit, a Noni squishy fruit thing. And so I feel like I'm holding that. Anyway, they add the blueberry juice and grape juice to it to help with the taste of it. And then they bottle it. and they ship it out. So I say that in sense of make sure you know the process of any dietary supplement you make, whatever you're doing or whatever you're taking, know the ingredients, where it came from, how it was processed, and if it's the appropriate way process for you to be taking it to help. Now, the Noni juice, like, it's not just for cancer. It helps with energy. It helps with diet. I will say any medication that you're taking, it amplifies that. So the whole concept of the Noni juice is it goes straight to your liver and cleans out all your impurities. So it helps cleanse you and helps you feel better about yourself and feel better throughout the day and provides energy. Now it's actually helped a friend of ours, or a lady that I shouldn't say a friend, it's just a lady we know. She had fibromyalgia. It helped her with that, to help her with dealing with that. It's helped a good friend of ours whose daughter had cerebral palsy. It helped with that. It does different things for different people. So I'm not sitting here saying if you have fibromyalgia, you take this. This is, it's going to help you. It may or may not. Again, different people's bodies respond different ways. Now, I will say if you do decide to take it, it is on Amazon. Subscribe and save is going to be your cheaper way to do it. But again, make sure if you get it, it's out of the bottle that I showed you, and don't get any other forms of it because you're not going to get the full nutrients from it. Trust me, we did research many years on this. And then make sure you drink it cold. If you drink it hot, you will probably be saying a few names to me, but it's kind of like a thickness wine type taste. When I first started drinking it, I had to drink it with Welch's grape juice, mix it in with that, and then I developed more of a taste for it that I was able to drink it by itself without having to add it to Welch's grape juice. Sometimes my mom would pour it into her water and drink it with her water, which is fine. It's like 2 ounces a day if you want, or you can drink as much as you want. It's not going to do anything to you. Make you use the bathroom a lot, cleans out your system. They even did a whole test where so many people literally drank like bottles of this, and all it did was make them go to the bathroom because it was just cleaning out their system. So again, it helped me when I had very, very painful menstrual cramps, like horrible menstrual cramps. And it helped me a lot with that. Sometimes big headaches, cold, like even when Sean feels like he has a cold coming on, I'm like, go drink some more Noni. Like, you just drink more of it too, because it's supposed to help build up your immune system as well. But again, if you want to try it, I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just telling you, this is the dietary supplement that we take. That's why we take it. But most importantly, any dietary supplement you take, the whole point behind this is to do your research. Even if you have to go through the company, because sometimes like going through the brand company, you'll get more information because from them, they have, the scientific research with this through the company. But then also, you can get it other places as well. There's always going to be people who are skeptical with it. So don't, do your own research and follow your gut instinct with it, I would say, with whatever you do research on. But again, any dietary supplement you make, find out the ingredients in it, the potencies of it, the side effects, the benefits, the process, everything you can when you start taking these things, because there's not strict regulations on them. So like for the Noni juice, it's in the physician staff preference, but it's not approved by the FDA because they can't make money off of it. But it is approved by the European version of the FDA, does approve of it and recommends it. So, and their FDA is stricter than ours. So my point being is there's no regulations on dietary supplements. So you could be putting something bad in your body that you don't realize you're doing and have a negative effect, which would help with your wouldn't help with your burnout, but it would help you become burned out quicker. It would help you not feel good. It could even cause even worse things. So trying to avoid that. My whole point in all of this is just do your research and follow your gut. Okay. All right. With that, remember you have Lifeboat with NOMV, not One More Vet. Just because veterinarian is in the name, it's not just for veterinarians, it's for support staff as well and students. So Lifeboat is peer-to-peer. So you have that. You have, if you need to talk to someone immediately, you could call or text 988. Or you can text 741-741. You text home to that. Either one of those, please save in your phone or wherever you know that you would look if you were to need it or need someone to talk to. Definitely. Okay. And then, so remember, you may not know that the world needs you, but it does. For no one else can smile your smile, say your piece, or shine your light. You are unique, and you alone can fill your place. If you were not here to shine your light, what would happen to the pilgrims passing by your empty place in the darkness without your light to help them on their way? You may not know that the world needs you, but it does. Inspired by an old poem. Remember, what you do matters, and the world is a better place with you in it. Your person's company. Until next week, take care and do something for you.